Richician!
Hello YouTube, Richician84 here, and it is time, once again, to begin the Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship. Yes, this is Series 9 of the main competition. And boy, what a series do I have for you. First things first, there will be less decks this time, but that's okay. It's still going to be enjoyable, because there's a lot that I'm not really interested in bringing back. We've gone back to the Series 5 format, where there's just 4 decks in each heat, but there'll be 8 as usual. So they're just going to basically play out 3 matches against each other, and you must know the drill by now. It's like 3 points for a 2-0 win and 2 points for a 2-1 win. The 2 decks with the most points will face off again in the heat final and battle each other for a place in the quarterfinals. Now, like I said, several decks won't be returning, including some of my best ones. Destiny Heroes, Galaxy Photons, Raid Raptors, Divine Neos. They unfortunately won't be returning, as they're decks that I kind of got bored of and they got too competitive for my taste. Although, that being said, I wish I did kind of keep them in because of the twist to this series, which I thought of just a few weeks ago. I mean, I wish I thought of it sooner, but yeah, basically the twist is that this series will follow its own ban list. Oh yes, in fact, this comes from an idea that I mentioned in my 2023 rant video, where I was working on making my own format. In fact, not only does it have its own ban list, but it's got a couple of rules as well, which I guess I'll show you real quick. This isn't all of it, by the way, but I'll probably go over this fully another time. But 2 additional rules for the format that I made is that whoever goes first can draw turn 1, and there is a 20 card extra deck limit. Now, unfortunately, I can't incorporate these changes onto Edo Pro, sadly, but I can for real life games. Emma has expressed some interest in trying it out. I can think of one other person who might be interested in it, but yeah, I can go over this properly. If you're wondering why I put Butterfly Dagger Elma as unlimited, there is a good reason behind it, and that is that on this ban list that I made, Royal Magical Library is banned, just to kill off FTKs, or most of them anyway. So yeah, I won't go over all of it right now, but basically I've tried to get rid of negates and floodgates and bullshit hand traps. Yeah, as you can see, Ash Blossom is there. Not that I used it anyway, but yeah, you already know how I feel about that. But basically, another thing I have also banned from this format is monsters that are unaffected by card effects, such as Blackwing Full Armor Master and Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon, just to appeal to certain people who hate those kinds of monsters. In addition to this, I've banned Access Code Talker. I mean, it's just too good, what can I say? It's just too easy to win games with, and I've noticed that it is banned on the 2.5 and minor league ban list anyway, so I tried to make it similar to that, just to make it more appealing. Change of Heart is gone from this one because we don't. Well, it's just too good again. And Snatch Steal, of course, is there as well. So yeah, it'll mean that my Cyber's deck won't be able to play Access Code Talker, but that's okay. And it also means my Blackwings won't be able to play Full Armor Master, but I can find a workaround. Plus, one other thing I did ban was Morgan the Enchantress, the hand trap for Noble Knights. I know, haven't Noble Knights suffered enough from losing a soul? Well, yeah, but it's pretty much a free negate. I mean, sure, it has to destroy a Noble Arms card, but because they usually re-equip, that's nothing to give up. So, what I've basically done here is a purge of cards that do things that don't let anyone play the game. Not that I played them anyway, especially not in the Grand Championship, but still. Oh, and Destroy a Phoenix Enforcer is also banned on this list, and I've also limited dominance as well, just to try and balance Destiny Heroes out a lot more. So yeah, I wish I did think of it, because it would be nice to see Destiny Heroes win something other than a Royale, but the seeds have already been locked in, so can't really change it now. And I've also banned Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon from this as well, because it just made it too easy for Galaxy Photons to win in one turn, which just isn't fun for anyone, and that just got boring to do. So yeah, that is the twist basically, and it also means I've had to change some Waking the Dragon options. So yeah, otherwise everything else is the same. Now that we've laid this down, let's meet and greet our 16 seeds, starting with seed number 1, the reigning champion, Blue Eyes White Dragon, finally winning the competition last year after 7 previous failed attempts. And yeah, as you can see, I've gone back to the way I normally play it. Last year I did play it in a way that Express Gaming recommended, but let's see if I can adjust the size. There we go. Yeah, I did change it in a way that Express Gaming recommended, and it did help, but I prefer running it this way. I wanted to change it back to what I'm used to, just to keep it more fun. And I generally prefer to win with the Blue Eyes monsters themselves, rather than things like Numeron Dragon and whatever. So yeah, will it defend the title? We shall see. No deck has yet won it twice in a row. Could Blue Eyes be the first? We'll see, although I always prefer to have a different champion. Of course, that being said, I also didn't enter those other decks I mentioned because I wanted to give my more casual decks a chance more than anything, like Summon Skull, Crystal Beasts, Poker Knights, Magician Girls. So we'll see how that goes. Seed number 2, last year's runner-up, Blackwings, twice a Heat finalist in Series 5 and 6, didn't make it through round 1 in Series 7, but ended up finishing second last year, crushing the competition and making a mockery of my seeding system, defeating Blackluster Soldier, who was seeded 6th, Dark Magician, who was seeded 3rd, and Cyburst, the then number 1 seed. But yes, Black Wings are back, and yes, as you can see, no full armor master, so hopefully the deck can work without it. I mean, and I'm trying out Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane in here because it is a level 10 I can technically make if I use a level 2 plus Black Winged Dragon. I really wanted to run Armed Wing again, but I felt like I needed another Synchro Tuner, more specifically Borez, just to make it easier to go into the other boss monster, Black Winged Assault Dragon. So that's the plan. Let's see if Black Wings can go one better. Seed number 3. Last year's bronze medalist and now former champion, Cyburst. Back and upgraded since last year with the new Firewall cards. So yeah, no access code talker again, like I said, but hopefully it can do just fine without it. I mean, it should do in theory. Oh yeah, and you might have noticed some different Waking the Dragon options. Egyptian God Slime. So yeah, until that match where the gods faced off against Speedroids, I didn't know that Waking the Dragon could special summon this, but it can, and it can also bring out Merry Melfies. Very cute card, very disruptive, in the right situation. So let's see if it works. Seed number 4. Rainbow Neos, another former champion. Did well in the last few series. Just slipped in the quarterfinals in Series 7 and the semi-finals last time. Shame it finished 4th. I would have liked it to finish 3rd, but doesn't matter. Kind of unchanged since last time. Yeah, it's a very tough deck. Blue Eyes was just barely able to beat it last time. Let's see how Rainbow Neos does this year. Seed number 5, another former champion, Dark Magician. One of the best decks in the competition. Twice a Grand Champion, twice a runner-up, former Ultimate Champion. Yeah, very highly rated. Wouldn't mind seeing my favourite and signature deck win again, although again I'd prefer a new champion, and I still have yet to use this copy of Judgment of Anubis. I mean, it works so great, it's perfect against things like Harpy's Feather Duster, Twin Twisters and Lightning Storm. Oh, speaking of Harpy's Feather Duster, that is also banned in my own format. Well, it's just too overpowered. I mean, look at it. Only wipes out the opponent's back row, has no cost and no drawback. Like, how is that even fair? So, yeah, we're not allowing that in this format. Seed number 6, Neospatians. Although it didn't make it to the quarterfinals last time, Neospatians have been bumped up to the 6th seed because it is our new Ultimate Champion. It defeated everyone in its path in the Ultimate Championship, and of course won the current format Endurance for me. So yeah, no Assault this time, so I've replaced it with Nightmare Phoenix because I couldn't think what to replace it with. Shame, really, because I do want to put Flame Wingman and Shining Neos Wingman in here, but I just don't have the room. Of course, with the added rule of my 20 extra deck limits, I'd be able to fit these in, but no such luck. And again, there's no way to change the limit on here. So frustrating, but yeah. Let's see if Neospatians can go all the way and become a grand champion. Seed number 7, legendary hero. Twice a quarter finalist now, making it there way back in Series 1 and made it again last year. Defeated my pure elemental heroes in the heat final, but lost against Cybus in the quarterfinals. So again, relatively unchanged, but can it go further? We'll see. Seed number 8, Utopia. Twice a quarter finalist, but has just been very unlucky in the past, losing against Destiny Heroes and Blue Eyes in the last 2 series, but should do better this year. I don't know if I had the extra deck like this last year, but we shall see how it goes. Would be cool to see that win something other than a Raw Rumble. Seed number 9, again, Elemental Heroes, the Series 5 champion. Hasn't had any success in the main competition since it lost its title in Series 6, falling in the heat final twice in a row. Should be able to do better though, with all this wonderful support, and as you can see, I've put in some old anime elemental heroes in the side so I can switch them out just for fun. Not sure what I choose with the 20 card limit that I made. Maybe Plasma Vice, Wild Edge, Wild Wingman and Dark Bright, and who knows what else. But that would mean putting these guys into the main deck, so wouldn't know what to change. Seed number 10, Red Eyes Black Dragon. One of the favourites to go all the way. It deserves to, really. It's had so much bad luck in the competition over the years, except in the earlier series. Finished 3rd in Series 1, quarter-finalist in Series 2, and the runner-up in Series 3, but just hasn't got very far ever since. Hopefully this time it will. I want to see it in the quarter-finals again at least. Seed number 11, again, Magnet Warriors. They seem to bounce between 12th and 11th and unseeded, which has been the way after Series 3 when it finished 4th. Again, pretty much unchanged, besides the side deck, but it's very strong, does have the potential to go all the way again. Whether it does or not remains to be seen. Seed number 12, where is it? Neos Wise Man. Who would have thought that Neos Wise Man would be seeded? It's crazy. Once upon a time, it was one of my weakest decks. And now it's just really fearsome, mainly because of Neos Kluger. Even gave Blue Eyes a run for its money, almost defeating that in its heat. But yeah, it shows it does have potential to go far. And it went pretty far in the Ultimate Championship. But I don't think it made it to the quarterfinals. But let's see if it'll have any luck this year in the main competition. Seed number 13, Speedroids. Yes, it's not seeded 14th for once. 3 times a heat finalist, but it took a good deck to defeat it. Blue Eyes in Series 6, Destiny Heroes in Series 7, and Dark Magician last year. And now it's had a major improvement. Speedroid Terratop is now semi-limited. Not sure I agree with that, considering that it was limited in the first place because of PK Fire. But with the changes on my list, I've tried to make it so that PK Fire can't OTK. Not that it makes a difference, but in this format, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is limited. I wasn't sure what to do about monsters that only negate monster effects. But limiting it a Crystal Wing should be fine. Probably won't make a difference since one is usually played anyway in various decks. So, and Speedroids are the only deck I can think of that play multiple copies. Not that it matters, because I've got other level 8s to work with anyway. But yeah, let's see if Speedroids can actually make it to the quarterfinals in its 4th attempt. Seed number 14, Red Dragon Archfiend, seeded for the first time ever. Making it to the Heat final, but losing out to Cyburst. So that's twice it almost made the quarterfinals, but no dice. But this time it's back and very much improved thanks to the structure deck. I mean, this should make it stronger than ever. This we don't have yet, Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper, but it's a great way to search for the Resonator tuners. Most definitely. I doubt I'll use the other effect, but yeah, it's a great addition to the deck. Now, 2 of the synchros are banned under this ban list, King Calamity and Abyss. As well, I know not a lot of people like King Calamity. In fact, it's banned on both the 2.5 and minor league lists, so I might as well make it banned on this list as well. And Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is also banned. Not that I use it, I never have, never will, but it is a monster that does technically negate everything, so yeah, don't want that. But there's a lot of other goodness to work with. And yeah, I want to see Red Dragon Archfiend in the quarterfinals at least. We'll see if it gets there. Now, because Destiny Heroes and Galaxy Photons aren't returning, their seeding spots have gone to other decks, so seed number 15, Noble Knights. Yeah, I've given Noble Knights a seed because obviously this is the Series 4 champion. So yeah, no Assault unfortunately, and again no Morgan, but the deck can run perfectly fine without them. At least that's what I believe. In fact, in this series, I will prove to you guys, or try to prove, that Noble Knights are not dead without Assault. So it's basically like playing Noble Knights in Master Rule 3, pretty much. Yeah, I'll try and have more online games with these and show that it can work. And finally, seed number 16, Yugi Gadget. They're seeded purely because it did finish 3rd way back in Series 2. And yeah, as you can see, normally I play Change of Heart in here to support Obelisk, but since Change of Heart is banned under this ban list, I've replaced it with Soul Crossing. Yeah, it's at risk of being a brick along with Obelisk, but hopefully that won't matter too much. So I'm just trying it out. So yeah, those are the seeds. and that's the twist. So I hope you'll enjoy this series. Who are you rooting for, and who do you think will go all the way? Let this competition begin. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.